What's going on, guys? It's Char here, back with another Fantasy Flight Games weekly one-shot challenge. This week, it tasks us to take on Mojo with either Spider-Ham or Deadpool. Could also be and if you're doing multiplayer. It's called Whose Show Is This Anyway? And the gimmick is whenever a new show environment enters play, you ignore the when revealed effects of it, which basically means that we could have multiple show environments in play at the same time. Let's get down to the table and see how this goes. Okay, so here we are down at the table, and as you can see, we're playing Mojo on standard today. Now, the main reason behind that is because I've never played Mojo before. He's a pretty decent help on standard. I just want to, take it easy this week on this challenge. I don't have my webcam set up yet, so we're just doing a full map playthrough here. I hope that is okay. We're just going to see how this goes. So we know there's a couple things you have to do for setup. So for the concepts of this encounter deck, we have the Mojo and standard encounter set, which we have here. We also have our own obligation, and we're putting in long shot just for some thematic fun. Maybe it comes up and gives us a break. But we also know we need to choose one modular set plus one additional per person modular set from the Mojo Mania scenario pack and set them aside. And then we put the Wheel of Genres environment face up. So what we're going to do here, we're going to roll. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to see what two encounter sets we're working with. So 6, we're going to get Mojo Runner. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got a 1 there, which is Wild Mojo. So those are our two encounter sets. We're going to go ahead and put the rest of these up on the side, and we will not be dealing with them this game. So again, we're doing the challenge Whose Show Is This Anyways, which means every time a new environment comes in, it does not replace the previous one. So we can have both Mojo Runner and Wild Mojo live at the same time. We're going to go ahead and flip his main scheme over. It's going to start at 10, and then it says choose one set aside encounter set. Hold on a second. I think it'd be easier to track the threat with a dial here. Just thought about that. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll do it right here. We'll keep track of the threat on that dial instead of using the dice because this has a very high threshold. When revealed, we're going to choose a set aside a counter set at random and reveal its show environment and shuffle the remaining cards into the deck. So this is even, this is odd here. Let's go ahead and roll. Okay, it went off screen, but it was a 3, so this was even, this was odd. So Wild Mojo comes into play. So each enemy attack gains overkill, force interrupt. When a character takes damage, increase that damage by 1, and we're going to shuffle these all into the encounter deck. So that's a pretty nasty environment, but it does mean we get to rush Mojo down faster here because it is each character. I'm assuming that applies to Mojo as well. We're going to shuffle up here, and we're going to get started. We're going to go ahead and set aside this other environment off to the side because we are not using it currently. Let's go ahead and shuffle up our player deck here. We're playing Aggression Spider-Ham today, so the fact that everyone is taking 1 extra damage makes me think we might have a case to rush down Mojo here. The Wheel of Genres is another environment in play. Force response. After the encounter deck resets, if there's no set-aside modular encounter sets, you lose the game. Otherwise, we flip the card. And then when we flip the card, we have to shuffle in. We have to reveal the other environment, shuffle in the encounter set at the top, and then basically get dealt 2 encounter cards from it. It's pretty nasty. Hopefully, we can just burst down Mojo before that becomes a problem. But let's see what we can do. We're playing a strong hero today. Spider-Ham is known for his strength, so let's see what we can do. Let's go ahead and draw up to our printed hand size of 6. Our hit points are at 12. Avengers Mansion, Otto Octavius, 6. Okay, let's look at this. We can do 5 damage to a minion or remove 5 threat from a side scheme. It's not great. Cartoon physics is great. I do like organic webbing. I do also like Avengers Mansion here. What would I get rid of? I think Petulant Pig is also fine. He only has an attack of 1, so I think we'll keep that. I don't think we need Hogwash. I don't think we care about the cartoon physics right now. I do like Auto. I like Avengers Mansion. Let's just draw up 2. See what happens here. So we're gonna draw up 2 more. Spider and ham it up. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and start this off. So Mojo has 60 hit points. We're gonna flip up to Spider Ham here. We're gonna go ahead and spend a Petulant Pig. I'm gonna stick our tongue out at the villain. You guys can't see it, but I did do it. He's going to attack us for a base of 1. We're just gonna take it. 2. We're gonna go down 2 damage here. We're gonna get a tune counter. Sorry about the barking in the background. We're gonna get a tune counter here, and since we resolved his attack, we're gonna draw 3 cards. 2, 3. Okay. If we get greedy here, go ahead and put this Avengers Mansion into play. We're gonna spend ham it up. Play Auto and this double to go ahead and get down Avengers Mansion. It's gonna give us some more card draw. We'll be able to use it right now. Let's go ahead and exhaust it and draw a card. We drew into a drop kick here. We definitely don't have the things to play that. What I think we're gonna do now is actually we're kind of close to playing. This would be nice because we wouldn't take another attack from Mojo, but I think this is fine. What do we want to do here? I think we'll do the organic webbing. Yeah, we'll spend these 2. Go ahead and play the organic webbing here. We'll get 1 extra thwart. So now we're at 3 thwart. And we can remove 1 and we can ready. We're going to go ahead and thwart for 3 off of the main, bring it down to 7. Then we have 2 cards in our hand. Do we play Spider here? Or do I keep these 2 in hand? I think we'll just play the Spider here. We'll spend our tune counter and trashing Ghost Spider. Just go ahead and play Spider here. And that's going to be our turn. And let's go ahead and pass it back to Mojo. We're going to draw up to our printed hand size of 5. We got the Web of Life and Destiny. I'm so glad I didn't get rid of Spider here. That's awesome. Okay, the main is going to go up by 1 up to 8. Mojo is going to attack us for a base of 1. We're going to go ahead and take that. Oh wait, when every character takes damage, increase it by 1. So we should have taken 1 extra, swinging for a base of 1, 2, and then so that'll be 3, bringing us down to 6 health points. We're going to get a tune counter here. Then we're going to reveal an encounter card. Give to Peter Porker. Choose. You may flip to alter ego. Exhaust Peter Porker and remove 1 tune counter from him. Remove I really want a hot dog. You are stunned. If you're already stunned, discard. This card gains surge. I don't think I really care. No, I do kind of care about the stun here. I think we'll just take the exhaust. Oh, that's fine. We'll flip down, remove a tune counter, and we'll take the exhaust. And then now, so the force response is hero after your turn ends, discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Place 1 threat. Okay, well we have to do that again. I did not know that. Okay, we're gonna go back. This is still gonna go up by 1. So after my turn ends, we discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Place 1 threat on your hero card for each card discarded. This way it doesn't belong to the Mojo encounter set. So we place 2 threat on our hero here. We'll signify it with the black dice. These are not tune counters. Then he's going to attack us. We're going to take this. We took 3, but if this is a 1 boost, okay, it's the same. We take 3. Now we get this encounter card, Curtain Call. Move all threat from the character with the most threat on it to the main scheme. If no threat was moved this way, place 1 threat. Okay, so this 2 threat is going to go off of us and then back onto the main, bringing it up to 10. All right, we got that all sorted out. Should be good to go. Someone can watch that back, and it's back to us. We do still have this tune counter because we did not hit our obligation. I'm going to go ahead and exhaust Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Swinging Web Pig. I'm going to go ahead and put the Web of Life and Destiny into play for free. We can ignore the card's resource cost if we have the Web Warrior trait, which we do. I think we're just going to start swinging on Mojo. So we're going to go ahead and swing for 2 on the Mojo. You know, he takes extra... his health... Yeah, that's going to mess me up. He's going to take 2 because he takes an extra due to Wild Mojo. Spider is going to be defeated, but if she is defeated from consequential damage, you can add her back to our hand. That's going to trigger the Web of Life and Destiny. When a Web Warrior ally leaves play, we can draw a card. Okay. We have quite a lot in our hand right now. We definitely want to play the Swinging Web Pig, I think. And then probably flip down to heal up. So what does that look like? We can do... I like the hand cannon too, though. We can play I Don't Think So for endurance, Swinging Web Pig, like that, and then we can probably just put Spider back down, and yeah, that'll probably be best. Okay, so we're gonna spend these 3 resources here to play a Swinging Web Pig. We're going to deal 6 damage to an enemy and confuse. So we're going to deal 6 to Mojo. It's going to go up to 7 because of his environment. So he would go from 14 down to 8, but then that 1 extra down to 7. He is now confused, and he doesn't have any sort of steady or stalwart. Then we're going to go ahead and spend the I Don't Think So for endurance. We're going to go up by 3 health. So our maximum health now is 15. Okay. We're going to go ahead and spend this tune counter here, and then the hand cannon for Spider to put her back into play. And then I think we're just going to flip down here, and we're going to make a basic recovery for 5. And it says after we make a basic recovery, our cartoon power, we get a tune counter. So we're going to go from 9 up to 14, because we now have 15 health due to the endurance. That's going to be our turn. We're going to ready up. Okay, we're going to drop to our printed hand size of 6. And since we did not end our turn in hero mode, we do not have to do the force response. 4, 5. Okay. Drop kick. I really like these. I think we're going to have to end up playing the drop kick here. This Wild Mojo is not going well for him. It's Mojo's turn. He's going to increase the main by 1 up to 11. We didn't have any threat on us, so that's good. Up to 11, he's going to try and scheme, but he can't because he's confused. We're going to get a face down encounter card. Card Shark, force response. After he attacks you, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Take indirect damage equal to the number of printed resources in play. He comes in with 7 health, 3 attack. That's pretty nasty, but I think our Swinging Web Pig will be able to take care of that. Okay, so we are back here. We're going to go ahead and use our Avengers Mansion here to draw a card. We got Build Support. Build Support is crazy here. I think we might just play it. I don't really know how important it'll be at this point, but we'll see. We're going to go ahead and flip up. We do still have a tune counter. Everyone takes 1 extra damage on the board. I think we're just going to start off with the tune counter plus the strength. Double strength to play drop kick. We're going to deal 4 damage to an enemy. We're going to do this to Mojo. So it's going to be 5 damage, bringing him down to 2 health. We're going to stun him, and since we used all strength resources, we are able to draw a card. So we're going to go ahead and draw. Captain Americat. Okay. Let's see what we can do here now. What does he get when he goes into his second phase? He plays 2 threat on each friendly character. I don't think we need to worry about that right now. I do think we need to play the Swinging Web Pig, though. Just to get rid of Card Shard. I think I will just have Spider swing onto Mojo here, dealing 2 damage. And that's going to go ahead and knock him into his phase 2. Still stunned. His phase 2, we place 2 threat on each friendly character. He has 18 health. And now we mill 4 cards and put threat on our identity. So when he's revealed, we place 2 threat on each friendly character. So we're going to place 2. Oh, Spider is defeated due to consequential because everyone takes 1 extra due to Wild Mojo. When she's defeated by consequential, we can add her back to our hand. We can also trigger the Web of Life and Destiny to draw a card. You got a cartoon physics. But as one reveal, we're going to place 2 threat on our identity. Okay. Now we want to get rid of the card shark because we don't want to be taking this unnecessary damage. We have no tune counters. What do we want to do? Let's do... I think Spider has runner course here. We'll just go ahead and spend her as a resource to play Swinging Web Pig. We're going to deal 6 damage to an enemy and confuse them, but it's 1 extra due to Wild Mojo. It's going to completely knock out the card shark. So now we have a couple of options here. I feel like Spider-Man is really nice. We can get him into play, or we can do cartoon physics and build support, which I think might be better. So let's do that. We're gonna go ahead and spend 1 for cartoon physics. When your identity would take any amount of damage, will your body prevent all but 1 of that damage? We're gonna spend 1 more for build support. It's gonna come in with 3 threat. When defeated, we can search our deck or discard pile for a support really cost of 3 or less and put it into play. We're going to go ahead and thwart for 3, completely clearing the build support. It's going to go in the victory display, and we're going to look for a support here. So let's look through our deck. What do we have left and coming up? We can get a team building exercise. I do like Boot Camp, but I think Helicarrier is going to be better. So we'll get the Helicarrier into play. Boot Camp is in here because we have a lot of allies, but we have not a lot of ally recursion, and we just dumped a ton of them. But that should be alright. Mojo is stunned here, so this Helicarrier will act as a tune counter that we would have gotten. Okay. And I think that's it for us. We're ready up here. And it's back to Mojo. He's going to go up to 12 here. He's going to try and attack us, but he cannot because he is stunned. Oh, wait. We also have to remember we need to mill 4 cards, the Force Response Hero. So all the ones that aren't in his set, that does not belong to his set, we get a threat. So that was 3 belonging to him and 1 that doesn't. So we're going to go up to 3 threat on us. Now we get a face down encounter card. Major Domo. Attached to Mojo. After Mojo attacks, discard cards from the encounter deck equal to the amount of damage dealt by that attack. Okay? So he has +1/+1 to his stats. And we have to spend rainbow resources to get rid of it. Also, we didn't draw for turn, which should be 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright. We have our hammer, team building exercise, locked and loaded. Alright. Looking good. We're going to go ahead and draw off of Avengers Mansion here. We got Keep Up the Pressure. Okay. What can we do? We want to play Nick Fury here for sure. I think we'll spend the hammer. Power on all of us for sure. I guess the team building exercise. We'll spend those for Nick Fury. Now the question is, do we actually do damage with him here? Or do we go for the draw 3? I don't think we have any attacks left. I think we might just go damage because when a character takes damage, they increase it by 1. We're going to use his ability to deal 4 damage, which turns into 5. So we're going to do 5 to Mojo here. So he goes from 18 down to 13. We're going to have Nick Fury attack him for 3, bring him down to 10. And then I think we're going to go ahead and play. We're going to use Helicarrier for 1 to play lock and load. 2 threat per player. We can search our deck or discard pile for a weapon with upgrade at the cost of 3 or less and put it into play. We're going to go ahead and use our basic thwart to get rid of that. It's going to go in the victory display. And then we're going to get our hammer that we just discarded, which is a weapon. Upgrade with a cost of 3 or less. It's going to come into play. So it'll go right here next to organic webbing. Nick Fury's going to take a consequential. Forgot about that. And we do get a ready and exhaust for the hammer. And I think we're just going to keep this card in hand so we don't deck out here. So we'll go 2, 3, 4, and then try and get Mojo in this next turn if possible. Yeah, we definitely should be able to, especially with the Petulant Pig in hand. Okay, it's back to us. We're going to ready back up. Mojo is going to increase his threat by 1. It's up to 13. Mojo's, oh, sorry, we have to mill 4 again. So we're going to mill 4. There's 2 that don't belong to his set, so we have 5 threat on us now. Mojo's going to attack us for a base of 2. We're going to block with Nick Fury anyways. And then, so he's only attacking us for 2. So he just, there's no overkill here, even though it's on Wild Mojo long shot there to save us. But force response, after Mojo attacks, discard cards from the encounter deck equal to the amount of damage dealt by that attack. So he dealt 2 damage there. So we're going to just mill 2 cards from the encounter deck. So advance and assault are gone. And now we're going to get our encounter card, which is Stinger Tail. When any amount of damage will be dealt to Mojo, place it here instead. If there is at least 5 damage here, discard Stinger Tail. So that's going to slow us down a bit. We actually have to do 5 damage. But I think we should be fine. Let's go ahead and do a Petulant Pig. Stick our tongue out of the villain. He's going to attack us. So he's going to attack us for a base of 3. We're going to take the 3 damage. Oh, we're going to take 4 actually. He's going to mill 4 cards from the encounter deck. Actually, I guess we shouldn't have done that, but it's too late now. He's just going to mill... Oh, no, not 4. Yeah, the amount of damage dealt. We're going to get a tune counter, but we do get to draw 3. So he decks out here. After the encounter deck resets, if there's no set-aside modulars, so we have to flip this. So force interrupt at the start of step 3 of the villain phase. Choose one set aside and reveal its show environment. Okay, so we don't actually have to do it until the encounter phase. So we do get to resolve this. So we get to draw 3, so that's 1. Then we have to shuffle up. Alright, probably gonna have to just flip down here in general, but he might actually hit 25 because I have 5 threat on me, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the swinging web pig is crazy here. I think we might just have it. Okay, we did get a tune counter because of that. Now what are we going to do? Okay, we definitely haven't used either of these, so we're going to start off with an Avengers Mansion. We're going to draw into a drop kick. I think that's the perfect card we need to see, just so that we can easily get rid of the Scream Tail. We can stun him and draw a card. So we definitely want to do that. So let's go ahead and do it. We're going to reduce the cost by 1 by the Helicarrier. Then spend these 2 resources for 3. We're going to deal 4 damage. If you paid for this using only fist resources, we get to stun him and draw a card. So all this is going to go into the Scream Tail. Since we instantly knocked it out, we don't get to retaliate. I also forgot the acceleration icon here, so there we go. We get to stun him though, and we get to draw a card. So we're here, we get a power on all of us. We have a swinging web pig, we have auto. I think this should be more than enough here to knock out Mojo. So let's see what we can do. We have the hammer. Yeah, this is definitely more than enough. Okay. I don't think there's any point in playing the keep up the pressure here. I think we just get it. We're going to spend these 3 resources here. We're going to play Swinging Web Pig. We're going to deal 6 damage to an enemy and confuse. So that's going to go up to 7 because of Wild Mojo. So he goes from 10 to 3. He's also going to be confused, but it's not really going to matter here. We're just going to go ahead. We're going to play Power on all of us to play Spider-Man Auto Octavius. When he enters play from my hand, I can ready an upgrade you control. If it's a tech upgrade, then we get to draw a card. I don't have any upgrades already. I guess I could have swung before. We're going to swing for 3 with Auto. He's going to go ahead and defeat Mojo for us. He's going to be defeated. And then we get to draw a card because of the Web of Life and Destiny, which would have been a double. Then we could also swing for a base of 2. Then we could have exhausted the huge wooden hammer, remove a 2 encounter, and he gets +2. So we would have swung for 4 +1 because of Wild Mojo. 5 damage with Overkill. And that is going to be the game. That was a ton of fun. First time playing Mojo. I definitely think if we played this on Expert, it would have gone a lot longer. Probably would have been a bit more difficult. But first time playing, I didn't want to go too tough. But that is a challenge. We didn't actually get multiple encounters into play, but that's all right. And yeah, let's get down to the table. I'll show you guys the deck list. Okay, so here we are with the deck list. Nothing too crazy here. We have, Spider-Ham's identity-specific cards here. For resources, we're doing the double basics and then the normal triple doubles. We're doing for upgrades and supports. We're on endurance, just really good with this kid. Double team building exercise. We never really got a chance to play these, even though it's super good with this kid. Every card is a cartoon. Web of Life and Destiny, of course. You play it for free. He's a web warrior. We're on Helicarrier and Avengers Mansion. We've been doing kind of like this basic deck build for the past couple of challenges, but it's just really good, especially for Spider-Ham. I mean, you look at all these web warrior allies. Spider is insane. Auto Octavius, Ghost Spider, Spider-Man, and then Nick Fury, of course, is in there to round up the ally lineup. For the aggression-specific cards, we have double drop kick, double hand cannon, and a boot camp. I wanted boot camp to have big value, but we didn't get hit enough to really take advantage of his economy. We're also not playing like the Clarity of Purpose build, which I think would have made it way too easy. And then we're playing a lot of player side teams. I'm kind of leaning into these more. I like that you can find specific cards and you can trash them early on because you'll have one of these coming up. Keep up the pressure. We didn't get a chance to play, but it's really good. Helps us find the damage that we need in this deck because he only has 1 print attack. If that's a weakness that you can say he has. We have build support. It's so good with the Helicarrier. It's good with the boot camp. We didn't get boot camp out. It wasn't really in the cards for that game. But it's just great. And then lock and load is just super good for his hammer. And yeah, that's the deck list. Finding Mojo is a ton of fun. I want to try him on Expert. I just didn't want to do it for our first play. Let me know what you guys used to complete this challenge. Whether you were successful in it, you used Deadpool, whether you used, Spider-Ham, did you play on Expert, what environments did you get? Did you get multiple, more than one? I kind of rushed through it. I kind of speed ran them a bit. But you know what? That's all right. I don't play aggression very often. I don't play on standard. Trying to become more of an expert player. But a bit of fun this week. Leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.